Hey, we're back. Welcome to episode 16? Yeah, 16 of the Fellow Traveller Save. And we're here now, as you have seen from the last video, at Velez Mostar here in Bosnia. And I played a few games. I joined the club quite late in like July, so I ended up missing quite a few games as well. I think, or maybe it was early August actually. Yeah, and so I've done transfers and I've played a few of these games, but not all of them because it took so long for me to get into the club. I missed quite a lot of early games and even some early transfers as well. So in this I'm going to show the transfers that I've made and also the two Europa Conference League games. We'll just skip Borac, Banja Luka in the middle. The J, I think, in or at least in the Slavic countries, I think it's the same in Bosnia, but the J in Croatian and Slovenian is a Y or an apostrophe rather than a J. Very common mistake. Yeah, so it's gone to transfers. And it might be a different volume this episode because I normally have the mic a different position. I've moved it now. History. So you might have a slightly different experience. But yeah, so the previous manager bought these 4 players. I'm not a big fan of Karic, although he could develop quite a lot. I don't think I really rate many of these players. They bought this youth player who's not great, especially if he's meant to be a poacher. He's kind of not got any of the stats except for composure. He's 22 as well, he's not going to develop that much. But yeah, and Zakanovic is the one I do like. He's going to be our first team left back, bombing down the wing, going very far forward. He's got really good stats really for exactly what I want to do. He's not very good in the air, but that's fine. He's got good enough tackling, good enough marking, and just quite good attacking, and also his pace and acceleration. His stamina is terrible. That's going to be a problem. But yeah, he can run back and forth and get back and defend as well. And Hodzic, I think, is one of our backup right fielders. I also don't rate him. Luckily, we didn't pay any money for any of them. I think these are all players I bought. Yeah, Janko just a long term like goalkeeper, youth player. We'll see. Hopefully, he develops a bit more. I think Savage is the same, but is now a third choice striker. He might not be as good as some of the other guys, but he kind of fits my style more. He's just quick and good at scoring goals, so I think he might make for a good third choice. And Timo Johansson is our loan from our comrades at St. Pauli, who are always going to be loaning players off, hopefully. And as a result, I don't want to piss off my relationship with the manager, or piss off the manager anyway, because they've always got a few young players I don't mind loaning out. So he's just going to be a backup right winger. Magic Gomez is probably the best sign-in. The Katic is not bad either. He's just like kind of a very solid player. Plays well in attacking midfield left, which I play a lot, and centre midfield, Metzala as well. So he's kind of perfect for this team. He can play two different positions. He's only 24. Still got some potential as well, which is nice. And yeah, and he was free, and he came over from Doncaster. I think most of he speaks English now as well, so me and him can have a nice chat in English. His agent is called Bryn. Wow. A quick look. I'll just offer a draw to that player, see if he ends up being good. We'll see. Maybe we'll see him in the next video. Probably another one from England, yeah, from Reading. But yeah. So he's a good sign, I think. He was free. We pay him a lot of wages though, but he'll be a real first team staple for quite a while. Katic is like the one I spent money on, paid 105k. He is a long-term replacement for attacking midfield right because Aladdin's getting on a bit. He's just really good. He's only 18 years old and he's Bosnian, so he fits into registration stats, so registration requirements. But he's just very quick, pretty good at crossing, first touch. His technique's not great, and neither is off the ball. We're not great either, but he's only 18, still in determination 16. He's got a lot of options to develop, and I'm training him in attacking midfield right, so he'll be perfect soon. Excellent. I don't know much more there is left to talk about. Currently, our balance is pretty solid at 400k. I think it will come down over the course of the season, though, as it did last season, and we'll probably go into the red again in the summer, but then pick up back at the end for competition for winnings. Reward money. I feel like I've forgotten the word. Prize money, that's what I'm looking for. And I've asked for a parent club, but it hasn't seemed to have come through yet. So let's get on to the game. I've played a few games so far, and the only player I've noticed has been really good has been Radovac, who's just a really solid centre midfielder. He has really high passing accuracy over the course of the game. I think on this I might have like key passes completed per 90 minutes. Yeah, Radovac is there. Passes completed for 90 minutes, he's also at the top. And pass success, he's the third highest. And Savic has only played one game, so really he's the second highest. Hasanovic is the other centre midfielder. So I've got a very solid centre midfield. And for this game I'm going to play Madrid Gomez in centre midfield because I've got Hasanovic in defensive midfield. I don't like that he's got a minor injury, but I think we'll have to power through this game because this is the third round of the conference, the Europa Conference League, best place, fourth qualifier round, which we weren't really meant to get to. The board wanted us to get to the third round, and we were not favourites to beat Rapid Vienna, which I think was the last game. They are Rapid Vienna, aren't they? SK Rapid. Yeah. Anyway, we weren't supposed to beat them. We weren't favourites, and we did. So this is going to be a very difficult game. So we're going to defend. It's probably not really that fun to watch. We'll see. But I've been quite successful sometimes on these fellow traveller saves in these kind of games, because maybe it's different in this Football Manager, but the one that I had before, which I think is from 2 years ago, I probably should have told some players no pressure because it's quite a high pressure game. But yeah, the one I had before, you could play really defensively and you seem to just eke out results. I got loads of like really surprising wins playing 4-1, 4-1 and having the whole midfield running forward but starting off in very defensive positions. It was a great pass from Osmankovic. Oh, and Jakubovic in the 3rd minute. We're at home as well, so this is the one we want to win and not concede many goals. I ain't seen they have the away goals rule in this. They seem to be everywhere. Was that their defender? He really fucked that up. Yeah, he fucked it up. But Jakubovic in a great position. So unfortunately as well, Glisic has been shit so far. He's been on a terrible run of form. And so I played Jakubovic this game. And I played... Oh, that wasn't really a highlight yet. I guess there'll be another one in a second. Shit. Yes, Aganovic. A lot of itches in this team. But yeah, and I played Savic last game, the 3rd choice striker, just because I thought I'd rest Jakubovic for this game, which has worked out well so far. I'm a bit concerned about Hasanovic getting tired. He's going to whip it across. Oh, I got lucky then. Or maybe it was just a good save, I don't know. Yeah, if we get anything out of this game, even a draw I'd be happy with, but 1-1 draw is not going to put us in a great position for the next game. Oh, it's a shit goal kick. They do seem to be dominating all the highlights all of a sudden. Oh, fucking hell, that was close. I don't know what I can really do though. I think that defensive midfield is a bit too deep. Yeah, hopefully that'll help. I don't think Milanovic, no, he doesn't play at left midfield. Aladdin doesn't play terribly at right midfield. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do that. I'll probably make him attack though, actually, just because he's normally attacking the field right. But yeah, this is not going to be the most fun game. Sorry, I think I better hit the mic then. It's not going to be the most fun game. It's going to be a lot of defending, and hoping that we get nicked off time as quick as possible. We're doing very well in the league though. I think we're in the top 4. I drew the last game, but I rested a lot of players so that we could focus on this game. Hence, most of the team are in good fitness. For Hasanovic, I think I played because I only have two. I have 2 great centre midfielders, And Magic Gomez I only just bought like a week or two ago. Oh, I thought we got the ball then. But then outside of those two, we're a bit shallow. I might try and loan another one from somewhere. It's often a good opportunity to loan a player in a backup position because you don't care if they don't play any games, but that was close. But you need cover in that position, especially centre midfield, which obviously there's always a few opportunities. Oh god, I had a shit game. I think I might sub him off. He is very good, like he's one of the best players in the team, but I often find these kind of games you need the performance much more than the player. Oh, he did well then. Oh, Zakanovic. Oh, what's he going to do with it? Oh, Madden. Oh, it's close. They've had 2 clear-cut chances and not score. We've had 1. God, it's going to be a tense second half, this is. I'm going to tell them they're doing well. Because they are doing well. We're doing very well to not be losing. Or they're doing badly. Or both. And I'm going to tell a few players that are not playing well. And I didn't respond well, the one that I was going to sub off. I don't think I have a particularly good backup right midfielder either. No, I don't even have a left winger. Well, I probably should have took a bit longer looking at the subs before this game. I could potentially bring Malic on. You know, actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring Malic on. Plays Zakanovic. There. He's not bad. Malic has got a lot of potential. I think he's going to be one to watch for the future. He's only 21. And I think he'll play. And now we can be more defensive at the back as well. Cool. Because he's better at defending, I think, than Zakanovic. Maybe that's not true, actually. But he's not much worse. Yes! But yeah, so we can defend with Malic. Is that a Radovac free kick? Is he good at free kicks? No. 9. Osman Kovic header. I think he is good in the air though, Osman Kovic. Yeah. Yeah, heading 12, strength 13, should we reach 14? I would say that's good in the air. Not like world class obviously, but I can smell a goal. I think it's going to happen. Yep. Saba. Lobjanici. I reckon he is probably Georgian. Papadopoulos. I think he's probably Greek. Of course, we're playing a Norwegian team, aren't we? Not going to be. Oh, I hate these goals. Oh, when the defender slide tackles a player and then passes it through time tackling. It's very annoying. I don't have a right winger to bring on for Aladdin. Just check quickly. Yeah, he's Georgian. I don't know what subs I could even make, even if I wanted to make one. I do kind of want to make one. Who's the best right fielder? No one. I guess I could do something really crazy and just play loads of players in the middle, but that seems like a mistake. Yeah, it does seem like a mistake. Fuck's sake, I should have brought a better player on. I'm going to bring off Hasanovic. He's tired, and I think we want a defensive midfielder. Tom Osmich. What does the assistant manager think? He thinks Osmich is better than Mergan, and I already kind of agreed, so yeah. Yeah. I'm still tempted to take Aladdin off, but we'll have to leave it for now. But yeah, I want to rest I can't remember his name. Hasanovic. Zakanovic is tired as well. I think this game's going to fizzle out now as well. I think having a few players on the pitch that have got good conditioning is going to make it easier for us to chase them down and defend this game. I say that, they're going to fucking score now in the 82nd minute. Or maybe we are. Go on, Jakubovic. Oh no, so close. I think that was a clear-cut chance. We had 10 shots as well, actually. Only one of them was a long shot, so we got some good positions. We could still sneak a win here at the end. They got fucking hell away goals though. I really thought we were going to lose that. That was beautiful play. I guess Aladdin still could lose it. No. Radovac is good at playing the ball as well. Yes, Aladdin. Yes! Imagine Gomez as well. That's fucking beautiful play. Scored his debut, of course. He hadn't played before this game. Forgot it was his debut. Imagine Gomez. Come on, 5 minutes left. I think we can eke this out. That shot's out, but fucking hell. Not the best shot I've ever seen. Perfect. God, that was good in the end. I thought we were gonna. Oof, hit the mic again. I might move it slightly. Hope that isn't a horrible sound. Yeah, on to the dressing room. Let the team know we appreciate their efforts. I agree. And I'm going to give Osman Kovic. Very happy. Yeah, so we played pretty well in the end. Even the players we took off because they didn't play very well didn't play that badly. And Aladdin obviously had that last. He got his ability right at the end because I can't say that you improved. I'm going to give Jakubovic specific. You do well there as well though. Perfect. And I'm going to just quickly go through the Banja Luka game and then I'll just tell you guys what happened and then play the second leg of that game. And yeah, we're back for the second game now. And I've moved the microphone as well, so hopefully I'm now less likely to hit. I'm not really sure. But I certainly hit it a few times in the first half of the video. No major changes to the squad from last game. Don't think. I think not exactly the same actually. Yeah, I made sure I've got Katic on the bench this time. And he plays not quite on the wing, or maybe I should put a different player. The problem is Jakubovic is often the cover for the wing, and Gomez plays there as well. So I just have to keep that in mind. I can put Jakubovic in any of these positions and put Glisic on. I'm going to make them defensive when we get into the game. But basically we need to score as well as not concede, because if we lose 1-0 or 2-1, we're losing away goals. I think, let me check the rules actually. Oh, group stage next, which would be a lot more money than the 4 qualifiers, so it's quite an important game actually. Away goals scored, yeah. So we can't really park the buzz properly. We can't really park the buzz properly because if it's 0-0 or even 1-1, we're very much on the edge of losing the game. So that's why I didn't go super defensive, but I will still go defensive. But it's going to be tense. Oh, also I forgot to say I played Banja Luka between these two games and I drew 1-1. We should have won the game really. We were the better team, not by a great margin. Our backup left back, Luka March, missed a penalty. Oh my god, Aladdin 1-on-1. Yes! It's one of our away goals. God, I can't believe that counter attack. They must have committed so many players to the attack. I'm going to play a bit of the replay so I can see this. Oh yes, that centre back completely fucked it. I don't think Aladdin's even that quick. Oh no, I think he's pretty quick actually. He's kind of acceptably quick. Quicker than the average centre back, I would imagine, but not quicker than the average fullback, or similar to the average fullback anyway. But yeah, so we drew 1-1. We were top of the league and now we're second, which is frustrating. But if we get through to the group stage of this weird Europa Conference League, which I don't think exists in real life yet, I think it's next season meant to come in. That's why I'm not quite acquainted with it. Oh, nice save, Raheem. He held it as well. Perfect. Just imagine that. Oh, Clifton Villa in it. Shit. They're drawing against... Sorry, not drawing. They're losing against Biter. Jerusalem. They're a fucking super fascist club as well, Biter. They love Donald Trump, so... but yeah, Clifton Villa beating them on aggregate. I hope they go through. Oh, that's an interesting shot, Aladdin. But yeah, I rested loads of players in the game in between, so... We were lucky to not lose, really. Check our depth. And played Katic, and didn't play particularly well. And managed to miss the penalty. He only has penalty taken 7 or 9 or something. I don't know why he was taking it. And I played Glesic, who... I think he scored a goal. No, I don't think he did, actually. I think someone else did. But yeah, it was a pretty mundane game as well, to be honest. So it's not... Nothing major was missed. I might... take Lazandich off, I'll see, because his system manager recommended I play Bajektorovic last game, and I didn't. Sorry, this game, and I didn't. So I'll keep having a think. I like Bosnian names. There's a lot of... They're kind of like a slightly odd amalgamation of Serbian names and kind of Islamic-y names. Like Barjek sounds like kind of Armenian or something. And Osmankovic even, because Osman is a common Turkish name, I think, or at least maybe it's more Indian. I think it's Osman's Turkish, and Hassan obviously is an Islamic name. So I quite like these interesting names. I've always liked kind of Southeast Europe. Oh, let's start second half. The Croatia's one of my favourite leagues to play in. There's no good left-wing teams, unfortunately. Croatia's a cesspit of right-wing politics. But I've always kind of had an odd fascination with Croatia. Oh, fuck. How did they even score that? Of course it's his first goal ever. Oh, wow. I think that... It's not the animation, but I think the defender should have taken care of that. Okay, I'm going to take Lazandich off now then. Because he's not playing for... I think he might even have been that player. That might have counted as a mistake. We'll see. I would count as a mistake, but sometimes the animation doesn't really show what's really happened in the game's understanding of the situation. Let's bring on Glesic as well, see if he can make a difference. Winger. Support? Yeah, cool. I might want to bring off another player eventually as well, because we want to ride this game out now. You know, actually, I'm going to part the buzz. I don't think I've got the players to part the buzz. Aladdin can play right field now, though, for some reason. Yeah, and Zekanovic. I'm going to bring on our penalty missing hero, Luka Malic, for the last part of the game, and hope that we can eke out, because if we score a goal we're screwed either way, because we aren't going to score 2. No, if they score a goal we can score with 1 more, but I think our best chance now is to eke out a 1-1 draw, that we win 4-3 on aggregate, which is getting pretty close now. I hope we've done it. Here we go, we're in the group stage. Sweet. Yeah, we appreciate your efforts. I'm going to give Aladdin a particular... He didn't play very well the first leg as well, so I was very surprised. I thought about dropping him, but Katic played so badly in the game in the middle. He wasn't really bad, he was just really mediocre, so I thought, let's stick it out with Aladdin. But yeah, that's a fucking excellent result. Osmankovic last game as well, he had a great stats for like winning 90% of his headers or something. So, dominant in the back. And the rest of them in the game in between. Oh, did Cliftonville win as well? Let's have a quick look. Oh no, they lost 5-4 in aggregate. Ah, damn it. Who played? Yeah, a lot of old names there we recognise. But yeah, it's a nice last thing to see before I end the video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you got all the way through the 25 minutes, and hit like and subscribe if you want to continue to follow the story. Have a nice evening. Bye.